Welcome to Whispers of Healing, where we speak the unspoken, heal what's been hidden for too long, and guide your heart back to the love it truly deserves. Imagine being able to transform your life entirely without needing complex tools or methods. Sounds amazing, right? Yet the human mind isn't just a passive observer. It's a powerful architect that can shape reality through deeply held beliefs. It's not solely about reacting to events that occur, but also about actively shaping your life through the mental attitudes that ultimately determine how you perceive, feel, and experience everything around you. Consider Louise Hay, a trailblazer in exploring how the mind influences our reality. She passionately argued that our thoughts and beliefs form the very foundation upon which our entire lives are constructed. Altering the way you think is fundamentally the key to true transformation. However, how can you effectively apply this important principle in your life? The point is not just to wish for change, but to embed the belief so deeply that it alters the very framework of your perception. It is not merely about fleeting hopes, but rather about developing an unshakable conviction that through consistent repetition gradually reshapes your reality. What occurs when you merge this insight with an unexpectedly simple yet often ignored technique? No rituals, objects, or special conditions are needed. Just voice, reason, and belief in your claims. Seems too simple, right? Maybe that's why this truth is underrated. True transformation happens when you realize the familiar world is merely a reflection of your inner beliefs and perceptions. Louise Hay stated that our thoughts shape both the present and the future. Once you realize how affirmations can transform reality, the world will change for you. So, what is this method that can revolutionize your life view? How can mere words unlock a new reality? Discover the answer by watching until the end. People are not mere spectators in life's theater. Our mind is not merely a passive receiver that records the reality surrounding us. It acts as an active creator, shaping this reality according to the mental models we have absorbed and developed over time. If we accept and embrace this idea, it becomes evident that everything we once considered unchangeable, the circumstances of our life, our self-identity, and the limits of our possibilities, might actually be just a reflection of the attitudes and beliefs that have been implanted in our consciousness and perceived by us as an immutable truth. These beliefs, once questioned, reveal the potential for change and growth. This idea has occupied the thoughts of many thinkers in history. Neville Goddard, for instance, claimed that thoughts filled with strong emotions can significantly change our reality. Louise Hay, on the other hand, stressed that the affirmations we frequently tell ourselves form our inner truth and thus shape our external experience. If every single one of our actions and decisions in life stems from what we accept as the truth, then the conscious and deliberate repetition of positive affirmations, when supported by genuine belief, becomes far more than just a simple mechanical exercise. It transforms into a powerful tool for reprogramming our minds. When words and feelings are spoken with strong conviction and emotional engagement, they become deeply embedded in our subconscious mind, which then starts to shape and influence the reality we experience in our lives. The concept that repetition has the power to alter reality is not a novel idea and cannot simply be dismissed as self-hypnosis. Throughout history, humans have utilized mantras, prayers, and rituals as tools to attain altered states of consciousness and bring about desired changes in the physical realm. But what occurs when we start to apply this principle with intention and awareness? Louise Hay emphasized that our minds are constructed upon internalized patterns of thinking. If this is indeed true, then everything we perceive as solid and tangible is merely a projection of our consciousness interacting with an information field. The nature of this field is not yet completely understood by modern science. In this context, repeating affirmations not only strengthens our faith, but it also literally rearranges our neural connections, creating a new internal structure that defines our external experiences. One of the most thrilling revelations in modern neurobiology is that the subconscious mind doesn't distinctly separate a real experience from one that is vividly imagined with strong emotion and absolute certainty. Our subconscious mind generally accepts as truth anything that is consistently repeated to it, especially when it is supported by emotional intensity. This implies that when an individual repeatedly recites an affirmation with unwavering belief over and over again, specific neural networks within their brain become activated, thereby reinforcing this concept within their mental framework. Repetition not only reinforces belief, but turns it into an unchangeable truth, leading to real-life changes. Greenberg, a neuroplasticity expert, highlighted the brain's ability to enter altered perception states, blurring the line between physical and mental realms. Louise Hay, a recognized authority in the field of positive psychology, also insisted on the fact that the key importance is precisely the emotional coloring of affirmations. It is not enough to just mechanically repeat the words. It is important to fill them with feelings and boundless faith. When a person's inner vibration comes into harmony with the affirmation being spoken, he or she begins to attract events and experiences into his or her life that reflect this new mental configuration. The true power of repetition lies not only in altering our thoughts, but in transforming how we engage with reality itself. Let's delve into a specific example. Repeating an affirmation 100 times consecutively might appear simple and even monotonous at first glance. Yet its real magic is in its capacity to dismantle mental barriers, eliminate limiting beliefs, and fundamentally reshape our perception of the world surrounding us. If we consider that the human mind has the capability to interact with a certain type of information field that exists beyond what we can visibly see, then this exercise transforms from just a simple technique into a gateway that grants access to entirely new realities. Louise Hay has consistently and tirelessly highlighted that the language we choose when communicating with ourselves plays a significant role in shaping our life experiences. And if there is one important lesson we can draw from her incredibly rich and profound legacy, it is that the words we continuously repeat to ourselves with unwavering conviction will undoubtedly shape and become our personal truth. Repetition seems to us not only as a method, but as the very language through which our mind constructs the reality we live in. Every belief we hold about ourselves, about financial success, about love, about our achievements, and about every other facet of our existence are the results of an extensive process that started long before we were even aware. From our earliest days, we take in ideas, beliefs, and phrases that, like raindrops continuously falling to the earth, gradually shape our perspective of the world. Some of these beliefs act as a tailwind that propels us forward, filling our sails with energy and momentum. Yet many others, much like heavy anchors, restrain and hold back our true potential, even if we are unaware of their presence. Nevertheless, as the wise truth suggests, any belief that has been imposed upon us can indeed be reversed. If a limiting idea has found its way into our minds through repetition, it can be carefully dismantled and replaced with a new, more creative mental construct by applying the very same principle of repetition and reinforcement. The sole difference this time is that we will act with awareness and intention, deliberately selecting the reality in which we wish to exist. Louise Hay, who is a well-known psychologist, has suggested that the power of repetition stands as the most powerful method to change our mindset and consequently our lives. It isn't merely about randomly repeating words, but rather about embedding that affirmation deeply into our subconscious until it transforms into an unchangeable truth for us. The practice of repeating affirmations, let's say 100 times, is more than just mental gymnastics. It's actually a genuine ritual for internal reprogramming. Every repetition strengthens the idea in our mind until it turns into an unchangeable law for our subconscious mind. Just like an athlete who trains his body until the movements become automatic, we need to train our mind until the new belief becomes an essential part of our reality. At that very moment, when your doubts start to fade away, the universe begins to realign itself, adjusting and adapting to your newfound confident perspective. It is this profound transformation that you are about to experience and embrace. Now that you've come to understand the core essence of this process, it's time to start putting it into practice. This method, though straightforward, demands your full dedication and unwavering belief. For 7 consecutive evenings, in a quiet and secluded place where nothing can distract you, you will need to say the same affirmation out loud exactly 100 times. This particular phrase should ideally align with your deepest desire, something you genuinely wish to embody in your life as an undeniable truth. It might be a statement such as, "My life is being transformed for the better," or perhaps, "Abundance flows into my life easily and freely. I am thriving in every aspect, and everything around me is unfolding in the best possible way for me." Each day, "I am moving closer to my dreams with ease and confidence," or any other phrase that deeply resonates within your being and spirit. However, there is a crucial nuance that must not be ignored: the creation of the right atmosphere. The subconscious mind is most open and receptive when we find ourselves in a state of peace and relaxation. So, before you begin the practice, it is essential to establish a favorable environment. Look for a quiet place, make yourself comfortable, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Let each breath work to dissolve the tension in your body, preparing your mind to embrace the new reality without any resistance. Once in this calm state, start repeating. Say each word with commitment and awareness. It's vital not to just say phrases mechanically, but to feel them as if they are already part of your life. The mind reacts not only to the words, but also to the energy and emotions behind them. If you repeat the affirmation mechanically, the impact will only be on the surface. However, if you express it with genuine belief and strong conviction, infusing each word with heartfelt emotions, the resulting effect will be deep and truly transformative. In the beginning, it might seem as if you're merely uttering words that lack meaning, but over time, you'll start to perceive slight shifts in your state. Eventually, you will reach a state of flow where these affirmations will appear more genuine than anything else around you. This is the crucial point. Continue to repeat it until both your body and mind accept it as an irrefutable truth naturally. This is where the magic starts. The universe answers your call. Soon you may see subtle signs. Your intuition sharpens, new perspectives arise, or you get messages confirming changes. It's not coincidence. Your mind adjusts your perception to the new program you've set. Neville Goddard taught us that when our mind truly accepts a desire as an accomplished fact, the external world has no choice but to adjust itself to mirror that belief. Similarly, Louise Hay consistently emphasized the power of our affirmations, suggesting that they shape the direction of our lives. After you complete 100 repetitions of your affirmation, you reach a critical juncture, which is the art of letting go. Once you're finished, simply stop. Don't try to rush the process, don't succumb to doubt, and don't overthink whether it worked or not. The secret lies in having unwavering confidence. It is precisely the moment you stop seeking proof that the intended outcome starts to take shape. Believe wholeheartedly that the process is already in motion, because what you have planted in your mind will eventually manifest in your reality. This is the power of conscious repetition. It is not merely an exercise, it is a profoundly powerful tool with which you can dramatically alter your destiny. Are you prepared to truly put this to the test and witness your life starting to undergo a transformation? One of the key elements of this entire process involves learning how to release the obsessive craving for immediate results. This desire can become a significant barrier. There are times when being too focused on immediate change can actually prevent it from occurring naturally. It's crucial to understand that letting go of control is equally as important as consistent practice. When you cease to exert pressure on yourself and fully trust in the process, you communicate a strong message to your subconscious mind that you have already embraced this new reality. This is precisely when change starts to unfold smoothly and inevitably. Testimonies from individuals who have experimented with this technique are truly remarkable. One person observes subtle changes within the first few days, while others start to perceive signs that previously went unnoticed. Unexpected news, an unanticipated invitation, or a coincidence so precise that it appears as though the universe itself played a role. This is not merely a coincidence, but a reflection of an internal transformation that is starting to manifest in the external world. Those who used affirmations for prosperity experienced events like stepping out of an exciting novel. Money seems to materialize out of nowhere. Debts are unexpectedly wiped out, job opportunities appear as if from nowhere, and pay raises surprise us completely out of the blue. Nevertheless, there is no place for magic in this scenario. The key point is that through constant repetition, we create a new state of consciousness. This new state, in turn, affects both our actions and the way the reality surrounding us responds to our presence. This method boosts confidence, focus, and goal clarity. After 7 nights of saying statements like, "I can achieve anything I desire," or "amazing opportunities are always coming my way," many people have felt such a deep inner change that obstacles which once seemed impossible to overcome just vanish. Thoughts start to flow more easily, intuition becomes more refined, and challenges seemed unbeatable lose their strength. Once the mind embraces a new reality as a truth, everything adjusts to reflect that shift. Your self-image dictates what you permit in your life. The notion that reality is fixed and unchangeable is deeply rooted in public perception. However, in truth, reality is a dynamic entity, continually shaped by the mental attitudes we cultivate, often without awareness. The connection between our inner world and the external reality is much stronger and tighter than we often realize or think. What's truly striking is that the key to transforming any part or aspect of our lives is always within us, quietly and patiently waiting for us to discover how to use it the right way. A solution that seems simple, affirmations, can bring about profound and significant changes. Repeating positive affirmations isn't just a simple mental exercise, it's a powerful tool that can lead to transformation. By consistently reciting affirmations with strong, unwavering faith, we effectively train our minds to embrace and accept a new truth. When our subconscious mind finally accepts this truth as an undeniable, unchangeable fact, the universe starts to realign itself, mirroring our inner state. The choice is entirely yours. You have the option to continue holding on to the habitual beliefs that have brought you to where you are now, or you can choose to experiment and discover firsthand what occurs when you take charge of your own mental programming. Just 7 nights and only 100 repetitions. It's a straightforward formula with sufficient power to completely transform your life. So which option would you prefer? Now that you are acquainted with this technique and understand the significant impact that repetition can have on your reality, the only thing left to do is to put it into action. Choose an affirmation that deeply resonates within you, one that truly reflects what you are genuinely seeking to change in your life. It could be related to your financial well-being, your self-confidence, your health, your love life, or any other fundamentally important aspect to you. The crucial point is that the phrase you select needs to be affirmative, very clear, and fulfilling. Make a commitment to adhere to this process for the upcoming 7 nights. Take a moment to find peace and quiet, take a deep breath, and then say the chosen affirmation out loud 100 times. Feel each word deeply, not just as a wish, but as an absolute truth, something that already exists in your reality. Just 7 nights, only 100 repetitions. Initially, the task appears simple, but with complete dedication and mindfulness, you'll find it extends beyond mere wordplay. Something deep within you will start to shift in a subtle yet profound way, And when it does, the world around you will have to adapt and mirror this new reality you've crafted. The main point isn't merely about mechanical repetition. It's about the energy and the unwavering confidence with which you infuse your soul into each word you say. When you completely immerse yourself in this process, experiencing every statement as an undeniable truth, you are in fact reprogramming your mind, reconfiguring the field of potentialities to work in your favor. If you choose to try out this technique, be mindful of the changes that happen, even the smallest ones. You might observe a remarkable clarity in your mind, a boost in your self-confidence, or notice surprising signs that your life is heading in a new direction. Should you wish to share your experiences or explore this transformative knowledge further, please leave a comment and become part of this thrilling journey of self-discovery. Always keep in mind that reality is constantly interacting with you, responding to every thought, emotion, and belief that you decide to support and nurture.